Can you give us a few tips on what dialogue means to you in terms of cultivating change in this potential for conflict and polarization? Because we can each practice this, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that dialogue has unfortunately just been reduced to statements and signatures, to boardrooms. And in this world that we're living in today, that is so polarized, anything outside of those walls that are so contained can feel like a threat. And as you mentioned, dialogue today with the wrong people can cost you your job, your reputation, even your safety. And so we're all playing it safe. We choose silence over risk, and we call that stability. But silence in the face of fracture isn't neutral, it's actually permission. And so harm that comes from not talking isn't only measured in lives lost. And to me, it's the abandonment, it's the erosion of dignity, the shrinking spaces where peace might be able to breathe are lost when we don't have space to have difficult conversations. And in Somalia, we don't wait for dialogue to begin once violence stops. It's ever present. It begins in the middle of war, and because we need to speak to each other in order to negotiate our survival. And that, for me, practically within my work, looks like negotiating safe passage, food, water, shelter, being able to move across contested areas, negotiating with armed actors. It means negotiating the terms of our movement. And sometimes that negotiation is not only just talking to people, it's also an expression. And in Somalia, we have a form of poetry usually used by women. It's called barambur, and it's like a spoken word, but it was once used to mobilize men into fighting. And the same type of barambur is also used to shame fighters into restraint and to stop revenge before it begins. And dialogue here is not just what is said at this table, it's what is sung, what is spoken, what is remembered. And it's a powerful way of saying the hard thing publicly. And so poetry being a mask for having the difficult conversation is also something that I think we can be inspired by across the world, so that we don't risk losing dialogue